PayPal primarily uses two authentication methods to secure API access: OAuth 2.0 and API signatures. These methods ensure that only authorized applications can interact with PayPal's services. OAuth 2.0 is a modern authorization framework that uses access tokens. These bearer tokens are temporary credentials that grant specific permissions to access PayPal resources without sharing your actual credentials. API signatures involve using your client ID and secret to create a digital signature for each request. This signature proves that the request comes from an authorized source and hasn't been tampered with. In practice, OAuth requests include a bearer token in the authorization header, while API signature requests include a PayPal-generated signature. Both must be correctly formatted and valid. The 401 unauthorized error typically indicates that the provided token or signature is invalid, has been revoked, or is simply not present in your API request. Always verify your authentication credentials when encountering this error. OAuth 2.0 access tokens have a limited lifespan, typically around 9 hours. If your application tries to use an expired token, you'll receive a 401 error. You need to implement logic to refresh these tokens automatically before they expire. We'll discuss token refreshing later in the video. Some PayPal integrations use IP whitelisting as a security measure to restrict API access to only specific IP addresses. This prevents unauthorized access to your PayPal account and sensitive transaction data. IP whitelisting works by maintaining an approved list of IP addresses that are allowed to make API calls. Any request from an IP address not on this list is automatically blocked, resulting in a 401 unauthorized error. If your application's IP address is not included in this whitelist, all API requests will be denied. This is a common cause of 401 errors, especially when deploying applications to new servers or cloud environments with different IP addresses. To resolve this issue, you need to ensure that the IP address from which your application makes API calls is correctly added to your PayPal account's IP whitelist settings. This is typically done through the PayPal developer dashboard under API credentials and security settings. Remember that IP addresses can change, especially in dynamic hosting environments like AWS or Heroku. Regularly monitor and update your whitelist to maintain uninterrupted API access and avoid recurring 401 errors. Step 3 focuses on ensuring your API requests include the proper authorization header. This header authenticates your request with PayPal's servers. The authorization header typically uses the bearer scheme followed by your access token. For example, the header should look like this: authorization, bearer, your access token. Additionally, verify that you're sending your data in the correct format, which is usually JSON. This ensures the server can properly parse your request. Imagine an online retailer migrating their e-commerce platform and encountering widespread 401 errors. The root cause? Outdated API keys in the production environment. Regenerating the keys and implementing a token refresh script resolved the issue, minimizing downtime. This shows the importance of proper credential management during major updates. Looking ahead, the future of API security will feature AI-driven diagnostics that can automatically detect and resolve authentication issues before they cause problems. Additionally, the shift towards a zero-trust architecture, with ephemeral credentials that expire quickly and continuous verification processes, will significantly reduce the risk of 401 unauthorized errors. These advancements will create more resilient and secure integrations, minimizing authentication failures in PayPal's ecosystem. PayPal's API version upgrades, such as the rollout of v3 of the Payments API, require stricter OAuth 2.0 authentication to enhance security. While these improvements protect against unauthorized access, they can trigger 401 errors if your application remains on older, non-compliant versions. For example, API v2 used more lenient authentication methods, while v3 enforces rigorous OAuth standards, reducing vulnerability to breaches. If your integration doesn't support the new authentication requirements, you'll encounter 401 unauthorized errors, preventing payments and API access. To avoid these issues, migrate to the latest API versions by reviewing PayPal's documentation, updating your code to OAuth 2.0, testing thoroughly in the sandbox, and monitoring live deployments. Following these updated authentication guidelines ensures your PayPal integration remains secure and error-free. API protocols and security measures evolve rapidly. Always refer to PayPal's official developer documentation for the latest updates and best practices. Keeping your application up to date is crucial for maintaining a secure and error-free integration. Don't hesitate to leverage community resources like Stack Overflow and PayPal's developer forums for assistance. These platforms are filled with experienced developers who have encountered and resolved similar 401 errors. Searching for relevant threads can often provide valuable insights and solutions. If you've exhausted all other troubleshooting steps and are still struggling with a 401 error, don't hesitate to contact PayPal support for personalized guidance. They can provide specific assistance based on your integration and account configuration.